Hello, Jas. This is my feedback to your summary from last week. So let's start. In the video, okay, mentioned the title, good. Name of the speaker argues that good use of reporting verb. Innovation is the keyword in our society. Okay. And why the keyword? The keyword would sound like it is the only keyword in society, right? You mean it's a keyword in society, and it is largely associated with all processes of change. Yeah, sure. Okay, this is quite vague actually, and it is largely associated with all processes of change. What does that mean? This is, why don't you just say something very specific and argumentative? Argues that innovation and invention are two important concepts, and it is crucial to be able to distinguish between them. Something like that, because the whole lecture is about the difference between the two, right? So distinguishing between those two crucial terms or concepts is very important, and that's it. That's more focused and clear. But you've got everything else in this sentence, and you tried to make it sound argumentative. And I understand that this video is kind of hard to summarize because it was so descriptive. It's difficult to find an argument in something that is almost entirely description. But you tried, so good job for that. Firstly, he provides definitions of the invention from which book? From the book? Which book is that? That sounds very strange. He provides definitions of invention and innovation from the book. Here, just say that he provides definitions, or he starts out by defining the two terms. Okay. After that, the speaker highlights that all innovation, why is this capitalized, is based on invention, but not all inventions are transformed. Okay, very good. This is a very good way of putting it. Now here, if he uses the word transformed and you want to avoid it so that you can use your own phrasing, you can say, but not all inventions become innovations or something like that. This sentence is very clear. We know exactly what's going on. So good work. Just don't capitalize this. Now, Daniele is, we usually, when we use the name, it's usually the last name of the speaker. Because Daniele would sound like you know him personally, like he's your friend. So just say the speaker or Archiboogie, right? Remember in oral citations, in references in academic language, we usually use the surname. So Archiboogie maintains, that's a good use of reporting verb. Diffusion is adoption of the innovative product and process across various parts of the economy. Okay, why not? Sure. He also shows some pictures of inventions and asks, is it an invention or innovation? Okay, here this quote, I'm not very sure about that. What is the supporting idea here? I mean, he does give examples, and in fact that's most of the lecture. He just shows pictures, and that's why the lecture is so difficult to summarize. But we still, if we want to force ourselves to think of a supporting idea, what would that be? Why is he showing those pictures? What you can say is that to illustrate the difficulty in making clear-cut definitions or distinctions between the two terms, the lecturer or Archiboogie or the speaker shows various examples, and that's it. Okay, there's no need for this quotation or for anything else. After this, the speaker or Archiboogie describes the difference between invention and innovation, right? So here, preposition, difference between. Okay, according to the speaker, invention, now the invention would sound like it's one specific invention with this article. but we're talking about invention in general, so there's no need for an article. It's like a generalized concept, invention in general, not this specific one. According to the speaker, invention does not need economic outcome, but you can buy an invention in the market or internet. If you can buy it, then it is okay, sure. That is the idea. It's clear enough what you're saying. That is the distinction between them. If one is a commercialized product widely available on the market, then it is an invention. Whereas, there is an innovation. Sorry. Whereas an invention is something that is not necessarily linked to economic profit, is not necessarily sold on the market. Okay, good. He shows those pictures again. Yeah, I'm not very sure about this. He shows those, and then look at that. It's just such a short sentence, and what does it really do? He shows those pictures again. I mean, in this kind of a summary, we want to focus on the supporting ideas, right? So here you're kind of giving a play-by-play commentary of what happened in the room, but really we just want to focus on the idea. And plus you've mentioned the pictures already, and it's already dangerous to mention examples. Remember that summary? We usually stay away from examples, but if you want to mention them once, that's fine. Just say what they're used for. He uses those to illustrate the difficulty in making a distinction between the two terms. You've mentioned those pictures, that's enough. And plus this sentence is a little bit too short, right? In conclusion, Professor, okay, good, claims that, very nice, innovation is one of the largest varieties in the economic sphere which influences all change. I'm not sure what this is talking about. I can understand he did mention that kind of language, variety and processes, but yeah, it's a little bit unclear. What he was saying was that because of innovation, we have so much diversity and variety in the commercial market. Why? Because one product, as soon as you change a functionality or a feature of it, it already becomes an innovation. And so maybe you can say innovation brings a lot of variety of products to the market and has an enormous economic impact, something like that. And then you don't have to repeat his wording, right? So you want to make that a little bit more clear, because I mean it's not unclear. I know what you're saying because I've watched the video, but just want to make the phrasing a little bit more clear, right? More focused, I should say. So something like, in conclusion, Archiboogie claims that innovation helps. What did I just say? I said the way I phrased it was kind of okay just a while ago. Something about variety. Oh, you have mentioned various, so variety. Okay, variety on the market by introducing new features to an existing product. The process of innovation brings variety, or something like that, right? So overall, this is a well-structured paragraph. You've done a good job with the first sentence. The last sentence is also, I will accept it, just a little bit unclear, but overall I can tell that you've tried and I can see what you're trying to say here. You have included quite a few cohesive devices. Maybe you can try a bit more variation. After this, after that. But you did a good job. He also shows, you did use uh, reporting verb, shows, describes, according to the speaker. So overall good job, and the ideas you've chosen to include are also important supporting ideas. So if I were to use the rubric, this would get a good grade. I would just say work on the phrasing, and yeah, clearly you can write a good summary. So keep up the good work.